Welcome in, spice lovers, to another edition of The Spice is Right. Mr. Burchett, Seth Burchett here, joined alongside my partner in spice crime, Mr. Jones, Mr. Matt Jones, and both wearing our t-shirts today.
Indeed, yes, absolutely. Spice is Right t-shirts. They are
On sale now.
On sale right now, and they are honestly for t-shirts for like custom t-shirts. They're pretty cheap.
Yeah, $12 for adults,
which is really
and
awesome.
$10 for youth sizes, and so we teach 8th grade, and we toured the high school today that the students we have will be going to next year, and we had our shirts on. I don't think I thought about that when I decided we should wear them today, just because it's not Friday. As of the recording of this, it is Thursday. We are kind of low-key celebrities.
It was a little funny. People were noticing.
A few people that were like, hey, that's the Spice is Right guy. So thanks for noticing. Thanks for the support. Because if you notice us, you're watching us somewhere. So we do appreciate that. Today is our student episode.
Indeed. We got this from
Bentley S.
Yep. And so I had to pick a number between 1 through 5. And so this one was the one we picked because they all look really, really good. This is from Tia Lupita.
And I'm glad you picked 4. That was the number that you picked because there were not actually 5 in the set. I thought there were. So if you'd picked 5, we'd have to redraw that.
Well, it worked out really well.
So 4 worked out well. But we have Tia Lupita, which we had no idea what that meant.
Nope.
And we looked it up before we started recording, and it means
Aunt Lupita.
Aunt Lupita. So you got to know, if Aunt Lupita is putting out this hot sauce, it's got to be pretty good.
And this is the OG. So this one is going to be like and we've done this a bunch with a lot of them, that there's their original sauce or their base sauce are fantastic. So I'm expecting this one to be amazing as well.
Yeah. And I will
smells really good.
Be completely honest. I have never heard of this company before.
I haven't either, but their website has a lot of like dishes and different things. And this is a thicker sauce.
Yeah. I noticed that.
A lot of
recipes
recipes
before we went on the air, and it was super. Wow. Okay.
I'll give myself a
No. It's good. I don't imagine this is going to be crazy hot, so it's okay that it's a generous pour.
There we go.
Plus, here's the benefit.
I was about to. I can't.
No, can't.
All right, go ahead.
Here's the benefit of the generous pour. I think for us is that we have so much hot sauce.
We do need to get rid of
the generous pour. Gets rid of some of it, so it allows us to get rid of a little bit more of a bottle with our pour. Question of the day comes from Grayson M.
Okay,
and he wants to know. He actually asked kind of a 2-part question. I'm just going to go with one part of it. One was like how we grew up. I'm going to skip over that one because I kind of like the second one. What did we dream of being when we were younger? Like, what was our dream? What did we dream of?
Interesting. Okay.
So while we ponder that, cheers.
Jalapenos. That's jalapeno for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. Jalapenos. That's delicious.
I don't love this one.
What?
I don't love it.
What? Oh my gosh. No, and it's got like tons of spices in it. I definitely get the cumin right off the bat.
I get it, but
that's great.
It's not too hot. I don't love it. Maybe the second go around I'll like it.
It's really good.
But this first shot at it, I didn't love it.
This
right
may
off
be
the
our
bat.
first one that we're going to split on. That's okay. Okay, so
makes for good content.
Absolutely.
The plot thickens.
I wanted to be a graphic design artist when I was younger. So I did a bunch of art classes and engineering classes and architecture classes in high school to do that.
For me, this will surprise no one that knows me or has been in my classroom. For a long time, I wanted to be a professional wrestler. That was like, I grew up watching it. I loved it. I'm big enough to do it because it's one of those things that you kind of have to have the body for it.
Right.
And I do. For those that have never seen me, I'm 6'6". I'm a large man. And so I had the body for it. As I got into it, I do independent wrestling. I realized I didn't like travel. Travel's hard when you're 6'6", just in general. Any cars aren't made for me. Planes aren't made for me. None of that. So I just kind of do it locally now as a way for kids to see a teacher following their dreams, which was something that I always dreamed of. I also wanted to be a football player, but injuries kind of cut that short.
It happens. Well, what do you want to be? What is your aspiration? And for those of you that maybe, and we talked to several in high school today, they had changed there. So if you're some of the people that are over in the high school talking to us, what did yours change from and to?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Or if you're just watching and you're like, I really wanted to be like the corn dog maker at the carnival. I don't know. Whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to besmirch anybody's dreams.
No, what did you guys want to be? All right, so flavor.
I'm going to say 2.
Oh my gosh, we are going to be very different on this one.
And I'll tell you why. For me, I did get some of those spices that you were talking about. And it's really earthy, which jalapenos typically tend to be. I just think it's overtly more spice than flavor for me. So I'm going to go 2. I didn't love it. Yeah. I'll be honest.
See, this is my flavor profile. I love like really intense, like cumin and coriander and oregano and garlic and things like that. So for me, this was delicious. It tastes like more like traditional Mexican food to me.
It does. It almost tastes like a really spicy taco sauce.
Yeah, it really does. But with a lot more spices.
Yeah.
So, all right, spice level.
From 3 for me. It wasn't overly spicy.
No, but it's pretty hot. Like it's
not one that I would recommend to everybody. I think it has a little. It's teetering like 3.5.
Yeah, it really is. It's getting close to the 4. It is pretty hot. I mean, like so jalapenos. If you ever eat very many jalapenos, there's a wide range. You can get some jalapenos that are barely spicy at all, and some other ones that'll burn you up.
Well, it depends on if you use the seeds or not, too. If you use the seeds, it's going to be a lot spicier than if you de-seed a jalapeno. Just pro tip for anybody out there that likes to cook.
Uses.
2, I just can't see myself doing a lot with this. This is the one that I think we have just been the most apart on.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I kind of like because it feels like we always kind of like the same thing. This is one I just didn't
totally
care for.
Different. Yeah, so I'm going with a 4 on this one, and the only reason I'm not a 5 is because it is a little hotter, and so I wouldn't be able to give it to everybody. But the flavors for me are amazing.
And I'm not gonna say I couldn't use it, but in our pantheon of spices that we have right now or hot sauces, it's not one of the ones I'm going to pick up first. And I certainly don't think this is going to be one that we share custody on.
Nope, I'm taking that one.
It's all you.
And this is all flavor. So like if people ever say that to you, like if you love something, they're like, oh, that's not very good. That's okay. Taste is subjective. Alrighty, so math time. We have 7.
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19?
19?
That's still a respectable score.
Yeah, not a bad score.
It's not a bad score at all, especially since we were so divided on it. So I think a lot of the other ones get such higher scores because we are like,
we either like really like them together or really like maybe don't like them as much. This is the very first episode. It's like house divided.
It really is. It's split. This is my kind of flavors and not yours.
No, it's not. And that's that. I mean, I wouldn't call it bad. It's just I don't like it that much.
I wouldn't call it bad at all. I love
it. Doesn't fit.
I think it's great.
Like when I think what I have learned through this channel and trying so many different hot sauces is I love a vinegary hot sauce. This is not at all vinegar.
No, it didn't really feel. It feels more like it's almost like a homemade salsa, but really, 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 really ground down. Obviously, But I mean, there's chunks of stuff, and it's got a lot of herbs. Like you, I don't think you can see it super well, but there's just so much herbs and stuff that you can see inside the sauce. And for me, like that's what I prefer.
See, I'm a big vinegary anything fan. Pickles, banana peppers,
and me too.
Anything that's and so. I like that flavor profile to carry over my hot sauces. And I think I've learned that more because I tend to, in my own personal life, I say that like we are professional amateurs, but just off camera, if I'm going to go get a hot sauce myself, if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy one that's more vinegar based because that's just what my palate likes.
Oh yeah. Oregano, black pepper, garlic.
I do get some of those flavors. It's just not my type of sauce.
And that's okay. That's really okay. So,
grades.
Oh, I'm going to go with 95 on this one. Ooh. This is really a good sauce.
No points, just straight up 95?
95.00.
Okay, 95.0.
Straight up.
Well, here's how we're going to know that it's completely different. I'm going to go C+.
There you go, yeah.
I don't think it's bad. I don't, and I could use it. Like if I'm at a Mexican restaurant or something, this was on the table, that's all they had. I wanted some heat and flavor. I could put it on there and I'd be okay. Yeah, I mean, I say it like it's, like it's a reject sauce. It's not. It just it's not one I liked.
Oh, I think it's great. So if you are more into kind of those all natural flavors, like a lot of herbs and spices and stuff, go look at Tia Lupita's foods.com, and they have a lot of wonderful ideas. They have great recipes, and we'll try another of her stuff later. But this is the OG, so I'm thinking
actually we won't.
This is the only one?
So it was a variety pack.
Oh,
so
okay.
there's
I thought it was a variety of hers.
It's four completely different. So it's kind of cool because we're going to try 4 completely different hot sauces with it.
It's kind of good.
And one of those is a buffalo sauce. So I don't know if that qualifies necessarily as hot sauce.
That's hot sauce.
But I'm a big fan of buffalo sauce. So I'll put it that way. But what's your? Do you like a vinegar-based hot sauce? Do you like more of a kind of a natural flavor hot sauce? What do you like? Put that in the comments and let us know what you wanted to be when you grew up. If you're an adult or if you're one of our kids listening, like, what do you want to do? Maybe we find something we can help out with. I mean,
yeah, actually,
I have lots of skill sets, as I've mentioned before, many of which would make me more money. But I love what I do here, and I will continue to do so. Final thoughts on Tia Lupita?
No, I think I really said everything that I really want to say. This is delicious for me and not so for you, and that's okay. So like maybe get it and figure out what you like. One thing, we do need some more questions. We're running low on questions. Throw some questions.
And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a link to a Google form. So there'll be 2 Google forms in the description.
Okay.
One will be for t-shirt orders. If you want to order a t-shirt, you can pull it up. It's super easy to navigate that form. And then another will be for questions for us because we need questions. I'll throw it up on the description below, as well as any other useful piece of information I feel like needs to get out to the masses.
Sounds good.
And update. I don't know if we found the original 188.
Yeah, well, we got a new one.
We got a new one and a bunch more because we are up to 195 subscribers on YouTube.
That's so close. Oh my gosh, we're so close.
So get us to 200. This is the quest for 200 at this point. I think that's a significant milestone.
That's huge.
Because we've only been doing this about 4 months.
Yeah.
And to get 200, I think is good. And the more that we get and the more likes we get, the more YouTube puts us out there in the algorithm for people that are watching like spicy food reviews and things like that. So who knows who we might pop up in front of, but we need your help in doing that. And it takes nothing. It takes nothing but time to like, comment, subscribe. Doesn't cost you a thing. And it certainly helps us. We would appreciate it. And we appreciate all of you that are watching right now.
Absolutely.
So that's going to do it for us. For Mr. Jones, I'm Mr. Burchett saying, stay spicy.
See you guys.